All right, welcome to my very small presentation that I have prepared for you guys to introduce to you the University of Bonn. And the very first thing you see here is the very, very nice main building of the University of Bonn that you can see here in its beauty in a summer day and all the students hanging out outside of it. It's actually a historic building that the university has inherited from the former monarch who was present in Germany. But since we are not interested in monarchs in Germany anymore, we are using it as a university now. So I have prepared a couple of things to talk about the University of Bonn and its international offerings for incoming students. And that's what I'm going to focus on today. But I wanted to start by introducing to you where the city of Bonn is, because many of you might not have heard about it. So the city of Bonn is located really in the heart of Europe. As you can see on this map, very close airports are in Cologne, Bonn, which is half an hour by bus, 20 minutes, Düsseldorf or Frankfurt. And with those airports, you can reach many, many European cities, but you can also use the train to see other cities around in Germany or in Europe. So it is really, really central. And many of the students who do come to us are using that central location to visit Europe or other cities around in the free time. The city of Bonn was actually founded 2000 years ago. It has a 2000 years of history. It used to be a Roman settlement. If you might know that it is the birthplace of Ludwig van Beethoven, it used to be the capital of Germany in the years 1949 and 1990. And it is still a federal city or UN city. Which means that many UN entities are still located at the city of Bonn. It is a fairly mid-sized city for Germany. It has 383,000 inhabitants from around about 176 countries. So for its size, it has a very diverse origin of inhabitants, and that is mainly due to the fact that it used to be the capital and that it is a UN city. So there are many different organizations still located at the city of Bonn, where many international people are working. I have brought to you a couple of impressions of the city of Bonn. Here you can see the city hall on the market square. This is something you're going to see if you're staying in Bonn through the season of Carnival, which is the 5th season, as we call it. And basically, if you have heard about German traditions, that is one that is very popular in the west of Germany, in Cologne, in Bonn, in Münster, in all the cities of the west. It is very popular to have large Carnival festivities at the beginning of the year. And here you see on the large picture, you see a little bit from the city. So here you see the UN building in the middle, and you see in the background the hills that are surrounding Bonn, which are really nice for hiking and enjoying free time in the forest and outside of the city. Going through the city, you see here the River Rhine, which is used for many different sports activities, but it's also used to transport goods from the Netherlands all the way through to Switzerland. When now talking about the University of Bonn, of course, I need to start talking about the history a little bit. So we do have a quite excellent tradition. It was founded in 1818. So we did have our 200 years anniversary a couple of years ago. It is a university of excellence since 2019. One can claim that we have been excellent before, but we did get the official award for being a University of Excellence in 2009. And we're actually going to defend that title next year. There are quite a couple of famous scholars and alumni, 9 Nobel laureates, 3 recipients of the Fields Medal, and 2 palaces. So the main building you have already seen, which is a palace, and then there is another one where we have other faculties placed at. Here are a couple of those people that I've just talked about. Some names you might know, some might be new. Karl Marx, you probably all heard about, who was a famous alumni of the University of Bonn. Friedrich Nietzsche, but then also some very famous women. Lea Goldberg, a Jewish poet, or Isabel Schnabel, who is a German economist and now member of the executive board of the European Central Bank. Overall, the University of Bonn has 7 faculties, which is a full university, as we say in Germany. It is the only university in North Rhine-Westphalia who has a faculty of agriculture, and then the 3 faculties of theology, Protestant and Catholic, and medicine have been amongst the founding faculties of 1818, and then the others have been added throughout the years. There's also a university hospital, which is aligned to the Faculty of Medicine, of course. All these faculties, except the Faculty of Medicine, is participating in the Global Exchange Program. So students who come to us in the Global Exchange Program can choose courses in all of these faculties except medicine. And that brings me to some facts and figures that you might be interested in. The University of Bonn has 33,000 students. That was the number of winter semester 22-23. They're usually nowadays not changing that much. And that is including 4,480 international students. That is 13.5% from 136 countries. We have 6,468 doctoral students, and that is including 1,600 international doctoral students, and that is 26%. Overall, we have 668 outgoing students, and that was in the academic year 21-22. We have 38 international degree programs, that is including 26 English language master degree programs and 9 multilingual degree programs and 3 degree programs for continuing education. And the English master degree programs are fully taught in English. So for all of you who are interested in coming to the University of Bonn, we are happy to include you in master level courses, even though you are still on a bachelor's level, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Now, some words on the rankings, although it is questionable how important they are. Of course, we are not shy to mention that we are ranked 76th in the academic ranking of the world universities, the Shanghai ranking, rank 4 among German universities, and rank 89 in the university rankings 2023 by the Times Higher Education, and rank 7 among German universities. So if you are looking for an exchange semester or an exchange year abroad, the University of Bonn is certainly an excellent choice academically. Now, if you would decide on that, the program that we are offering with York University is the Global Exchange Program. The program is open to students from more than 40 partner institutions around the globe. Students can choose between 1 semester or 2 semesters. We do offer a free intensive German language course before the start of the semester for all students who want to come a month early, and free in-semester German language courses. Both of them start on an A1 level, so students are really welcome to come and join, even if without any prior knowledge in German. All students can participate in regular university classes on bachelor and master level. As mentioned before, since the bachelor level courses offered in English might not be sufficient in your area of studies. We are very open to also have you visiting master level courses if you are up to the challenge, because the master level courses are much more likely taught in English. We guarantee housing in single dorm rooms or apartments, and I did bring some pictures of those for you as well. Now, generally student life, what you can expect if you do come to Bonn, we have a large variety of student groups that is including different choirs, debate clubs, environmental clubs, all different things for you to get active and join the existing vibrant student community. There is loads of university sports offered, like fitness classes, dancing, martial arts, soccer, yoga, all sorts of things. You can do rowing, you can do golf, basketball, everything that you can possibly think of, we are offering, I believe. There are loads of concerts, open lectures that are held in the evenings that cover more societal thinking issues, movie screenings, art exhibitions, loads of things to do for students throughout the semester. We do offer free transportation by bus, train, and tram in all North Rhine-Westphalia. There are free bikes, 30 minutes per day available throughout the city for all students. And what we do want you to know, however, is that the approximate living costs per month are estimated to be between 800 and 1,000 euros. So that is something you would need to calculate with if you're thinking about applying. Now, I did bring some picture on the student life. You can see here the students in one of the university canteens, which have quite affordable prices for students. There are several canteens spread throughout the city because the city is the campus and the campus is the city. There is not much distinguishing elements throughout the university and the city of Bonn. The campuses are spread out and the canteens are as well. Here's an impression of university sports, that is handball, I believe. And the university concert, that is actually a picture taken from the campus festival, which is something that is happening every year in May at Campus Poppelsdorf. Now I wanted to tell you more about housing. In Germany, students are usually not sharing rooms. We can guarantee to our students who are coming in the global exchange program, we can guarantee them housing in single dorm rooms or apartments. In the application process, you will be asked to include a small reference, and there you can include if you have any preferences with respect to that. We have overall 29 student dorm buildings that are spread throughout the city, and rent is approximately 300 to 560 per month. And as you can see on the dots on the right-hand side where the student dorm buildings are located. And here is the main train station, and the campuses are spread throughout the city, and so are the student dorm rooms. When we do get students in the global exchange program, we always try to locate them in the dorms that are closest to the faculties where they will be at. So we're going to check for that, definitely. And if you have any other preferences, you are always happy to get your information in the comment section of the application so that we can make hopefully the best allocation to the dorm rooms as possible. Now here I did also bring some pictures of the dorm, and that is the private apartments. That's what they look like. I'm usually lucky and get for the global exchange program students dorm private apartments. Some, however, do prefer to stay in a single room with a shared kitchen and shared bathroom because it does make it easier to get new friends. So that's what it would look like. Here you have a bed, a desk, and some shelving space, and a very little kitchen space and a private bathroom. That's what the apartments look like, and that's one of the student dorms from the outside. Now, what are we specifically at the international office offering to the international students? Here is a very large variety of things we are doing at the international office, and I have picked a couple of them for you, which will probably be the most interesting ones. We have a study buddy program. We have offerings on learning German. We have a program which we call the Welcome Days, which is really designed to make the onboarding of the incoming students as easy as possible in the first couple of weeks. And then we have the International Club, International Choir, and the newsletter, as well as the International Classroom Bonn, which is a seminar series specifically designed for international students on a bachelor level taught in English. Now, the welcome days. Here, as I said, it's really specific onboarding activities, including online pre-arrival events, welcome events upon arrival, special topic info events on health insurance, etc. We have social events there as well, and they are usually taking place in September and October for the winter semester and in March and April for the summer semester. It's open to all international students, including exchange and degree-seeking students. You find more information on this website. Now, the Study Buddy program is something that I really recommend to all the incoming international students, that they should take the opportunity and do register with that program because it is so nice. There we are pairing students at the University of Bonn with 1 or 3 new international students. And they offer them an introduction into the program and events throughout the semester with other study buddy groups. They help them when they arrive in Bonn and start their studies. So they ideally can pick them up from the train station, bring them to the dorm rooms and help them with the formalities in the first couple of weeks, which can be quite a task at the beginning. So that is something that is really, really nice for the incoming international students, where you can have a friend already in Bonn even before arriving in Bonn. We do recommend a registration for the Study Buddy program at least 3 weeks before arrival, but we do remind students to do so before coming here on several occasions. Now, 3 things that I also want to point out of the things that we are offering to the international students is the International Club, the International Choir, and the newsletter. 3 offerings that are really something that are offerings throughout the semester. In the International Club, students can meet, international and German students can meet up. There are 3 or 4 events organized per week from our student assistants for the international students, and that are language practicing cafes, country evenings, debates, game nights, cooking events, movie nights, all sorts of different things. We're going to have a Christmas party this year as well again. So loads and loads of different things that we are offering for international students in the International Club. The International Choir is open to all students who are interested in singing with international and German students. They are practicing once a week, leading to performances and recording projects, with sometimes also in collaboration with other choirs from other partner universities that we have. There has just been a project going on with one of our partner universities in Israel, and we are going to have another project with partner universities in Ghana. So students who are part of the international choir can really expand their international experience here as well. And then we have the international newsletter, which is called Bonn News. It's coming out bi-weekly, and students there are informed about loads of different cultural aspects, but also important dates, public holidays, job offerings, and so on. So that's something that are the things that are important throughout the semester after you have been successfully arrived in Bonn. And last but not least, talking about courses. As I said before, as global exchange program student, you can choose all English taught courses on all levels. You're not bound to taking courses on an undergraduate level if you don't find any in your specific area of interest. You can also choose graduate courses. However, we did establish the international classroom as one way where students can really broaden their mind and look into different areas that might not be the specific courses that they are usually taking at home. It's an English taught seminar series on undergraduate level with interdisciplinary focus. And that is really what is the important part of it. We have there approximately 25 seminars per semester on a very large variety of topics, from current topics in feminism, but also geography of Germany and surrounding countries. So it's really, really wide. And we do encourage students who come to us in the Global Exchange Program to not just culturally broaden their mind, but maybe also intellectually choose courses that they wouldn't choose usually at home. You find more information on that on this website, and I am also very happy to give you more information on that if you are getting in touch with me. And now the last part that I wanted to talk about is the other academic offerings that we have is the German language classes. We have the intensive German language course before the semester start and the in-semester German language courses during the semester. They all start from A11 level. So as said before, if you are an absolute beginner but want to dip your toe into starting to learn a little bit of German, you can do that. You do get credits for it that will be showing on your transcript when you leave. So that is something you might also want to venture out and start exploring. Now here are a couple of more of impressions of the city of Bonn and of our students. And with that, I am closing the presentation. Please feel free to get in touch with me if you have any further questions on the Global Exchange Program, on the possibilities here in Bonn at the University of Bonn. You can reach me at the email address globalexchange-incoming@uni-bonn.de. I'm happy to help you with finding courses or explain any other things you might have. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to hearing from many of you.